Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to scrape the bottom of the barrel once again, as you join me for punishing dumb-ass openings. Wow, I can't believe we've done 40 of these. This is number 40, believe it or not. Anyway, so I left myself a note for this one. So I played it a few days ago. It's a 5-minute blitz. Opponents rated 1450. I can't remember what happens. I'm going to enjoy it at the same time as you. So it looks like I've got the white pieces. And let's make a start with pawn to e4. Okay, the French. Not technically a dumbass opening. Very much classical. I play d4. They play g6. Okay, this is relatively normal. I bring out my knight. Ooh, hello. Yes, I think I remember now. Now, is this like the hedgehog variation or the hedgehog setup or something like that? Okay, point is, opponent is just trying to batten down the hatches. They're pushing their pawns and we're probably going to see a symmetrical setup. There you go, d6. So what do you do as the normal player who isn't playing a dumbass opening? You develop normally, right? Get your stuff out. Okay, here we go. Yeah, knight e7. Okay, this is just also a super solid setup, but what's the difference? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. We have 4 minor pieces developed. Opponent only has 1. Now, if you just sit back and wait and bide your time, eventually black will get round to finishing development. Okay, we have bishop g7. Bishop g7 after h6 has already been played means that after castles, this pawn will not be defended by the king, will only be defended by the bishop. Okay, so take note. Therefore, queen d2. Okay, what's the idea of queen d2? Well, we're lining up the queen and the king. Sorry, the queen and the bishop on this diag. Therefore, actually, black can't really castle now because we can simply take this pawn. And if bishop takes, queen takes bishop, and we're right up in black's stuff, aren't we? And look, a6 now. The dumbassery continues. You know, this is one of the more aggressive gambits. It's my Jonathan Schrantz impression. And there we go. You see, Black here has got it into his head that if you play this dumbass setup, the dumb hedgehog or whatever it's called, I don't know, right? Then you've got a kind of impenetrable row of spikes that White's going to struggle to deal with. Ha! Right, hold my beer. Okay, h4, here comes Harry. Here comes Harry. Okay, look, check this out, right? Check. This is move 8. 2 pawns have been moved, right? So this pawn move has allowed this bishop to come out. This pawn move has allowed this bishop to come out. The knights have jumped out. The queen has got off the back rank, and we've castled. 8 moves. That is the world record, equaling the world record for the fastest development ever in chess. It's the quickest you can do it, 8 moves. Okay, so now what do we do? Right now I've completed development. Dumbass over here is still just pushing pawns and thinking that he's, you know, is it a phalanx? Is it called a phalanx? They're kind of, you know, they're like what the Romans did, the tortoise thing. Yeah, or they did in 300 where they made this kind of turtle out of their shields and repelled all the Persians' arrows. Anyway, so h4. So what do we do? Well, we've completed development. Dumbass over here hasn't, because he's got lots. He's a long way off. And he spent 5 seconds of his time as well to do this. He's just like, I'm going to play this every time. I've used 30 seconds of my time, almost, right? And I've decided, excuse me, if he's going to castle, he's going to castle that way. I'm already castled. We're going to throw pawns at him. Okay, he's putting his bishop there because it's what he does. And off goes Harry. And along comes Harry. Ooh. Right, and what we're doing again, striking in the middle. Am I worried about this? No. Am I buggery? right? We're just going to open up lines. Going to go and kill, whatever, right? Thank you for the bishop pair. I will make good use of it, right? In comes a knight. Okay, well, I mean, I have options here. I could take, and lo and behold, we've got an open e-file. That is not a bad idea. It's what I do. Look. Piece of piss. Piece of piss, bruv. Now, who would you take in this situation? Okay, we have C takes, giving himself an isolated queen's pawn, rather than developing the queen off the back rank, because developing your pieces off the back rank is for, like, juniors. No, man, we're beyond that now, because we play the Turtle of Doom. Ha-ha! Okay, rook h1. Why? Because dumbass, look at his position! Look at this dumb position he's got here. Like, I don't know. I'll take any money to be white in this position. Material's also equal. Now he castles. All right. Okay. So we're pushing the pawn up here. Might want to open up this diagonal. Don't know. Not entirely sure about that. But maybe here. Trade off the bishop. Bishop's got nowhere to go, by the way. The bishop cannot move sideways with relation to this axis, right? So maybe that's what we want to do. I don't know. What's he going to do? Okay, there we go. Off hunt he goes, right? And look at Harry lurking there as well, with intent. Dumbass plays pawn to f6. No, some people complain when I call my opponent dumbass. In this context, I think it's appropriate terminology to use, right? Because I've now got I've got monetization activated on my thing after 2 years of not having it. That YouTube says, you need to kind of tell us what's in your video. What's the content of your video? Do you deal with sensitive topics? Not really. Do you use inappropriate language? Well, no. No, I'm using the word dumbass, and I'm using it advisedly, right? Now, all I can see here is I want to get my queen in there, right? Look, am I a dumbass when I play chess? Yes, like most days, right? In one form or another. Okay, in comes the horse. Opponent also has a horse and another rook here, but he's choosing not to use those. He's just going to hold back with those now. He's going to try and win the game using only his king. Okay, well, so he's put a third defender on the f6 pawn. Okay, for reasons best known. Queen comes out here. Now I've got two attackers on this pawn, queen and knight, and I've got one attacker on there, but it is defended by the queen. So what's he going to do? How does he defend that pawn? Answer, he doesn't. He can't. Okay, so we've now traded queens. Right? And in his wisdom, he decides to put his knight over there. Right, we come in with a check. King moves. We come in with check again. We win a pawn. We come in with another check. We come in with another check. We dive back. Okay. Off goes the d pawn. Notice my king is sitting there going... checking out the sports pages. Do you know what I mean? Picking his ear. He hasn't got a care in the world. Also, Harry is now free to go on about his day, but we've got Dangerous Dave going up the middle as well, and opponent now decides to take. He's only got 3 minutes left on the clock, so, a blunder like this is understandable. And that, guys, and he resigns, that, guys, is how you beat a 1450 who plays a dumbass opening. Right? It happens. But the point is, don't be afraid of these, allegedly super solid things. Complete development, and then throw the kitchen sink at him. Simple as that. Okay, thanks for watching. See you later.